By the seventh day, the vast architecture of the universe is complete. The heavens and the earth are finished, and the Creator rests, pausing to sanctify the day after completing his macro-level design. But zooming in on the earth itself reveals a stark anomaly. The soil is entirely barren. There are no plants or herbs of the field, because the planet is missing two essential components: water falling from the sky as rain, and a human being to cultivate to dirt. Instead of rain, the earth relies on a ground-up irrigation system. A thick mist pushes up directly from the soil, spreading across the terrain and watering the entire face of the dry ground. The cosmic stage is fully constructed, but the earth itself remains functionally inactive. It is a dormant sanctuary, waiting for its steward to arrive. To solve this, God physically constructs the first human. He doesn't speak the man into existence. He forms him directly out of the raw, terrestrial material of the earth, the dust of the ground. The human form is entirely terrestrial until God injects it with a divine spark, breathing the breath of life directly into the man's nostrils. The fusion of ordinary dirt and divine breath produces a unique result. Man becomes a living soul, a fully conscious, animated being bridging the material and spiritual worlds. With the man formed, the Lord God establishes his specific habitat. He plants a garden eastward in Eden and places the man inside it. The flora in this garden is selected based on two specific criteria. Every tree must be aesthetically pleasant to look at and functionally good for food. Anchoring the center of this environment are two specific trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Every detail of this sanctuary, from its aesthetics to its fruit, is curated for the arrival of the being made from the dust. The man is not just another creature in the cosmos. He is the resident for whom the garden was planted. A massive river flows directly out of Eden, serving as the biological lifeblood to water the entire garden. This topographical map outlines the hydrogeography of the region. As the river exits the boundaries of Eden, it divides and becomes four distinct geographical heads. The first river branch is Pison, which wraps around the land of Havilah, a territory noted specifically for its high-quality gold, bdellium, and onyx stone. The second river, Gihon, circles the entire land of Ethiopia. Shifting eastward, we see the third river, the Hiddekel, flowing toward the east of Assyria, running alongside the fourth river, the Euphrates. Within this mapped territory, mankind is given a clear job description. God puts the man in the garden to dress it and to keep it, meaning he is there for active physical stewardship and protection of the biosphere. The man is given absolute freedom to eat from any tree in the garden, with one specific life or death prohibition. He must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, because doing so will result in certain death. Paradise is a structured ecosystem, defined by clear geographical boundaries, purposeful daily work, and strict moral limits. Up to this point in Genesis, everything created has been pronounced good, but here God makes the first not good declaration. It is not good that the man is alone. The proposed divine solution is to make and help meet for him. The phrase help meet translates to a helper who is comparable, an equal and suitable partner. God then performs a secondary creation event, forming every beast of the field and fowl of the air out of the very same ground used to make the man. God brings these new creatures directly to Adam in an interactive test of authority, waiting to see what he will call them. Whatever Adam names a living creature, that becomes its official name. Adam successfully categorizes and names all the cattle, the birds, and the beasts. He establishes a clear ecological hierarchy, but the process reveals a glaring absence. There is still no suitable human equal for him. Adam now holds authority over every living thing, yet as the last animal is named and the sun sets on the garden, he remains the only one of his kind. To solve this isolation, God causes a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. While he sleeps, God extracts one of Adam's ribs. God closes up the flesh in Adam's side. Then, using a completely different architectural method, he builds the woman. She is not formed from raw earth. She is constructed directly from existing human bone and flesh. Adam wakes up, immediately recognizes the connection, and declares, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." He names her woman because she was physically taken out of man. Because of this shared origin, the text says a man will leave his father and mother to cleave to his wife. Two separate lives are brought back together until they are, once again, one flesh. The final verse notes that both the man and his wife are naked and entirely unashamed. They exist in a state of complete vulnerability and perfect connection. The macro creation of the universe ends here, resting on the foundation of human intimacy.